9 unquestionable signs she's checking you out, that you don't want to miss. Have you ever caught someone's gaze lingering on you but weren't quite sure what it meant? Today we're diving into the clear-cut signs that she's definitely checking you out. I'm talking about those little hints and behaviors that scream, "I'm interested." By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for so you never miss out on an opportunity when someone is visually intrigued by you. 1. She adjusts her position frequently. Leave a like on the video, my love, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe to receive new advice. Do this to help the channel continue to grow. Leaving a like is all I ask as a gift. When a woman frequently adjusts her position to face you better, it's a clear sign that she's interested. This might involve shifting her seat at a cafe, repositioning herself at a social gathering, or subtly turning her body toward you during a conversation. These adjustments are often subconscious actions taken to get a better view or to present herself in a more engaging way. This behavior is particularly telling if it occurs in a setting where she could comfortably settle into a position without needing to move much. If she chooses to adjust her position multiple times, especially when she has other options, it's a strong indicator of her desire to be in your line of sight. Furthermore, these adjustments often come with glances in your direction as she seeks to gauge your reaction and establish eye contact. Pay attention to these movements the next time you're in a social setting with her. Note how often she reorients herself and whether these adjustments seem to coincide with opportunities to interact with you. If you notice a pattern, it's likely that she's not just finding a comfortable spot but rather positioning herself to interact with you more effectively. 2. She uses reflective surfaces. Another subtle yet significant sign is when a woman uses reflective surfaces to check you out. This method allows her to observe you discreetly without making direct eye contact. You might catch her glancing at you through a window pane, a mirror across the room, or any other reflective surface that provides her with a view of you. This behavior is clever and cautious as it helps her maintain a level of detachment while still indulging her curiosity. It's especially prevalent in environments where direct observation might seem too obvious or forward. By using reflections, she can keep track of your movements, your interactions with others, and your proximity to her without ever having to turn her head directly toward you. To notice this, observe her eyes and the direction they wander. If you see her looking at a mirror or shiny surface, follow the line of sight to see if it leads back to you. This repeated behavior, combined with a thoughtful or contemplative expression as she watches you, can be a strong indication that she is interested but prefers a subtler approach to her observation. 3. Sudden silence. Sudden silence when you enter a room can be a profound, albeit quieter, sign of interest. If she's involved in a conversation or an activity and falls noticeably silent as you approach, it could indicate that your presence has a significant impact on her. This reaction might show that she's momentarily distracted by your arrival, shifting her focus entirely toward you, which disrupts her previous engagement. This type of reaction is particularly revealing because it shows that her attention pivots directly to you, overriding whatever else was occupying her mind. It can manifest as a pause in her dialogue, a brief lapse in her activity, or even a moment where she seems lost in thought. These are all indicators that you command a portion of her mental and emotional bandwidth. Monitoring her conversational patterns and her engagement with others when you are around versus when you are not can provide clues. If there's a consistent pattern of her quieting down or becoming less animated when you appear, it suggests that your presence affects her significantly. This might be due to nervousness, excitement, or a mix of both, which are common when someone is internally processing their attraction to another person. 4. Unusual excitement. An increase in excitement or animation when you're around is a clear indicator of interest. This change can be seen in how she speaks, moves, or reacts to conversations when you're nearby. She may laugh more heartily at jokes, speak with more enthusiasm, or become more animated in her gestures. This heightened state of excitement often occurs because your presence stimulates an emotional response linked to attraction. This sign is particularly noticeable in contrast to her behavior when you're not around. If others comment on her livelier demeanor or if you yourself notice a significant shift in her energy levels, it's likely not coincidental. Her body language, such as open gestures, a straight posture, and animated facial expressions, also tends to become more pronounced. These are all subconscious indicators of her desire to appear attractive and engaged in your presence. To gauge this, compare her behavior when you are in the room to when you are absent. Observing her from a distance initially, when she hasn't noticed you, can give you a baseline of her usual demeanor. Once you engage or make your presence known, any shift towards increased vivacity is a robust sign of her interest. 5. She fiddles with her drink. Nervous fiddling with a drink while looking at you can be a subtle yet telling sign that she's interested. This behavior typically involves stirring her drink unnecessarily, playing with the straw, or rotating the glass in her hands. These actions are often subconscious and serve as a way to manage her nervous energy while she takes the opportunity to steal glances at you. Such behavior can indicate a mixture of nervousness and attraction. The act of fiddling provides a physical outlet for her nervous energy while allowing her to maintain a semblance of casualness in your presence. It's a protective gesture that can help her cope with the vulnerability she feels due to her attraction. Next time you're conversing with her in a setting where drinks are involved, take note of how she handles her glass. Does she touch it often? Does she look at you while engaging in this activity? These small clues, when pieced together, can reveal a significant amount of interest on her part. 6. She lingers around you. When she lingers around you longer than necessary, it's a clear sign she enjoys your company and is reluctant to end her interaction with you. This behavior is often seen at social gatherings, after meetings, or in casual group settings where she has the opportunity to leave but chooses to stay. Her lingering can be subtle, like taking her time to gather her things, or more obvious, like finding reasons to strike up new conversations with you. This tendency to stay close suggests that she values the connection and is possibly looking for more opportunities to interact with you. It's also a safe way for her to express her interest without making overt advances. By staying in your vicinity, she increases the chances of more interactions, which can lead to deeper conversations and stronger connections. Pay attention to how she behaves when events wind down. Does she seem to find ways to be near you, asking questions she might already know the answers to or commenting on trivial things? These are strategies to extend her time with you, indicating that she's likely more than just casually interested. 7. She touches her face frequently. Frequent touching of her face or neck while looking at you is a classic sign of attraction. This action can include tucking her hair behind her ear, touching her lips, or gently rubbing her neck. These gestures are often subconscious and are thought to be ways to draw attention to her features that are universally recognized as attractive or to soothe some of the nervous energy she feels in your presence. This type of body language is significant because it not only shows that she's trying to look her best when you notice her, but it also indicates a level of comfort and desire to connect. The neck and face are vulnerable areas, and touching them can be a way of enhancing her femininity or subconsciously exposing more of herself to someone she's attracted to. To determine whether this behavior is a sign she's checking you out, watch for consistency and context. If she frequently makes these gestures while in conversation with you, especially coupled with sustained eye contact or smiles, it's a strong indication of her interest. 8. She initiates physical proximity. When she initiates physical proximity by moving closer to you, breaking typical personal space barriers, it's a powerful sign of her interest. This action might be subtle, such as choosing to sit next to you when there are other options, or more deliberate, like closing the distance between you in a standing conversation. This behavior indicates comfort and a desire to be closer to you physically, which is often a precursor to developing a more intimate relationship. Physical proximity can also heighten the personal connection and increase the intensity of your interactions, making conversations more personal and engaging. Observe how she positions herself during your interactions. Does she lean in when you speak or find reasons to minimize the distance between you under various pretexts? These actions suggest that she wants to be in your immediate orbit and is comfortable with less physical space between you. 9. She asks for help or advice. If she often seeks your help or asks for your opinion, it's a sign that she values your thoughts and wants to involve you in aspects of her life. This engagement can take many forms, from seeking advice on professional matters to asking for help with small tasks. Each instance is an opportunity for her to strengthen her connection with you and show that she trusts and respects your abilities and judgment. This behavior is a subtle yet effective way of keeping you involved in her daily life. It can create a dynamic where you become a go-to person for her, deepening your interactions and making her presence a regular feature in your life. Pay attention to the nature of the things she asks for help with. Are they significant or trivial? Does she seem to create situations that require your assistance? These contexts can help you understand the depth of her interest and the role she wishes you to play in her life. So, now that you know the unquestionable signs she's checking you out, what's next for you? Discover the signs that prove you're on her mind or learn the hidden signs you're more attractive than you realize. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. Girls do this when thinking about kissing you, do not miss this. Have you ever wondered what goes through a girl's mind just before she decides to kiss you? Today, we're diving into the discreet yet telling signs that a girl is thinking about kissing you. From the way she glances at your lips to her subtle body language cues, these are the signals that often go unnoticed. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot those moments when she's not just close but mentally preparing to make her move. Before we begin, for anyone feeling stuck in the dating world, check out our free 60-minute coaching call. You'll find the link in the description or pinned comment. Now, let's dive in. 1. Stares at your lips. When a girl frequently glances at your lips during a conversation, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about kissing you. This isn't just a fleeting look, her eyes will keep drifting to your mouth as if she's imagining what it would be like to kiss you. This repeated action is a strong indicator of her interest in a more intimate connection. If you catch her doing this multiple times, it means she's contemplating the idea of a kiss and is likely hoping you're on the same page. 2. Bites her lip. Biting or licking her lips while looking at you is a telltale sign of attraction. This gesture is both sensual and inviting, drawing your attention to her lips. It's often a subconscious action that indicates she's nervous or excited about the possibility of a kiss. When she bites her lip, she's not only emphasizing her mouth but also trying to catch your eye and hint at her interest. Pay close attention to this sign as it reveals her desire for a more intimate moment with you. 3. Leans in closer. Reducing the physical distance between you is a significant sign that she's thinking about kissing you. When she leans in during your conversation, she's showing that she wants to be closer and is comfortable with you. This act of leaning in creates a sense of intimacy and can heighten the anticipation of a kiss. It's her way of signaling that she's open to a more personal connection and is ready to take things to the next level. 4. Holds eye contact. Maintaining prolonged and intense eye contact is a powerful way to communicate her interest. When she looks deeply into your eyes without breaking the gaze, she's trying to connect with you on a deeper level. This type of eye contact creates a moment of intimacy and mutual understanding, often preceding a kiss. It's a strong indicator that she's focused on you and is interested in what might come next. If she's holding eye contact longer than usual, it's a sign that she's thinking about a kiss. 5. Mirrors your movements. When a girl mimics your gestures and body language, it's a sign that she's in sync with you. This mirroring behavior indicates that she feels connected and comfortable around you. By copying your movements, she's subconsciously trying to create a sense of harmony and mutual understanding. This behavior suggests that she's paying close attention to you and is likely thinking about taking things to the next level, including a kiss. If she's mirroring your actions, it's a good sign that she's interested in a deeper connection. 6. Touches her own lips. Touching or caressing her lips while talking to you is a subtle yet strong signal of attraction. This action draws attention to her mouth and can be a subconscious way of preparing for a kiss. It's a gesture that signifies she's thinking about intimacy and is trying to draw you into the idea of kissing her. If you notice her doing this frequently, it's a clear indication that she's contemplating a kiss and is interested in you taking that step. 7. Plays with her hair. Twirling or flipping her hair in a flirtatious manner is a classic sign of attraction. When she plays with her hair while talking to you, she's trying to draw your attention and show that she's interested. This playful gesture can also be a way to distract herself from the nervous excitement of thinking about a kiss. It's a common behavior that indicates she's feeling flirty and is open to more intimate interactions. If she's frequently touching or adjusting her hair around you, she's likely thinking about kissing you. 8. Adjusts her position. When she adjusts her seating or standing position to face you directly, it shows that you have her full attention. This move indicates that she's focused on you and is open to a more intimate interaction. By positioning herself to face you, she's creating a conducive environment for a kiss. This behavior signals her interest in you and her readiness for a closer connection. If she's constantly adjusting her position to be nearer to you or to have a better view of you, it's a sign she's thinking about kissing you. 9. Touches you lightly. Finding excuses to touch your arm, shoulder, or hand is a clear sign of attraction. These light touches are ways for her to create a physical connection and gauge your reaction. If she's frequently initiating contact, it's a strong indication that she's comfortable with you and is thinking about kissing you. These touches might seem casual, but they are often deliberate actions to express her interest and desire for closeness. Pay attention to these subtle cues as they reveal her feelings and her readiness for a more intimate moment. 10. Takes deep breaths. Noticeable deep breaths can signal anticipation and nervous excitement. When she takes deep breaths while talking to you, it might be because she's trying to calm her nerves in anticipation of a kiss. This physiological response is often involuntary and can be a clear sign of her intentions. Deep breaths can also indicate that she's trying to steady herself and gather courage for a potential kiss. If you notice her breathing deeply and looking at you intently, it's a strong hint that she's thinking about a kiss. 11. Blushes. Blushing is a natural response to attraction and can be a sign that she's thinking about kissing you. If her cheeks flush when she looks at you or when you get close, it's a strong indicator of her interest. Blushing reveals her excitement and the emotional impact you have on her. This involuntary reaction is hard to fake and is a genuine sign that she's affected by your presence. If she blushes frequently around you, it's a clear sign that she's contemplating a kiss and is feeling a strong attraction. 12. Leans her head. Slightly tilting her head is a subconscious signal for a kiss. This gesture exposes her neck and shows vulnerability, indicating that she's comfortable and open to intimacy. It's a classic move that many people make when they're ready for a kiss. If she leans her head when you're close, it's a sign that she's creating an opportunity for you to kiss her. This subtle yet powerful gesture indicates her readiness for a more intimate moment and her desire for a kiss. 13. Fidgets nervously. Signs of nervous excitement like fidgeting or playing with objects can indicate that she's thinking about kissing you. These nervous habits are ways to cope with the anticipation and excitement she feels when she's around you. If she's fidgeting, it's likely because she's considering a kiss and is feeling anxious about it. This behavior shows that she's deeply affected by your presence and is contemplating a more intimate connection. Pay attention to these signs as they reveal her inner feelings and her readiness for a kiss. If these dating tips are helping you, imagine what a personalized strategy session could do. Click the like button, drop us a comment, and don't forget to book your free strategy call to discover how to meet more women and date with assurance. The link is in the pinned comment. 14. Lingers in conversation. Prolonging the conversation and seeming reluctant to leave are strong indicators of her interest. When she's not in a hurry to end your interaction, it shows that she enjoys your company and wants to spend more time with you. This lingering behavior often means she's hoping for a kiss before the conversation ends. By extending the time you spend together, she's creating more opportunities for intimacy and showing that she's comfortable and interested in you. If she lingers after everyone else has left, it's a clear sign she's thinking about kissing you. 15. Touches her neck. Lightly touching or stroking her neck can be a seductive gesture indicating that she's thinking about a kiss. This action draws attention to a sensitive area and can be a subconscious way of expressing her desire for intimacy. If she frequently touches her neck while talking to you, it's a sign that she's interested in a kiss. This gesture is often a way to calm herself and signal her readiness for a more intimate connection. Pay attention to this behavior as it reveals her feelings and her readiness for a kiss. 16. Licks her lips. Frequent lip licking to keep them moist is a clear sign that she's preparing for a kiss. This gesture is both practical and seductive, indicating that she's thinking about the possibility of kissing you. Keeping her lips moist and appealing is a way to draw your attention and signal her interest. If you notice her licking her lips often, it's a good sign that she's ready for a kiss. This behavior shows that she's focused on creating the perfect moment for intimacy. 17. Gazes dreamily. Looking at you with a dreamy, slightly unfocused gaze suggests that she's lost in her thoughts about you. This kind of look indicates that she's deeply attracted and possibly thinking about a kiss. A dreamy gaze can create a romantic atmosphere and signal her desire for a more intimate connection. If she often looks at you this way, it means she's imagining a kiss and is feeling a strong attraction. This behavior shows that she's emotionally engaged and interested in taking things to the next level. 18. Moves slowly. When her movements become slower and more deliberate, it can be a sign of her attraction. Slow, deliberate movements indicate that she's trying to savor the moment and build anticipation. This behavior can suggest that she's thinking about a kiss and wants to make the moment special. By moving slowly, she's creating an atmosphere of intimacy and showing her desire for a more meaningful connection. If she's moving at a leisurely pace around you, it's a clear sign that she's contemplating a kiss. 19. Talks about kissing. Bringing up the topic of kissing in conversation is a direct way of hinting at her interest. If she mentions kissing, whether in a playful or serious context, it's a clear sign that it's on her mind. This is her way of gauging your reaction and expressing her interest in taking things to the next level. By talking about kissing, she's subtly letting you know that she's open to the idea and is thinking about it. Pay attention to these hints as they reveal her true feelings and her readiness for a kiss. 20. Uses flirty body language. Flirty body language, such as hip swaying or playful gestures, signals her attraction and interest. These movements are designed to catch your attention and show that she's comfortable and confident around you. Flirty body language is a strong indicator that she's thinking about kissing you. By using these gestures, she's creating a playful and inviting atmosphere, making it clear that she's interested in a more intimate connection. If she's exhibiting these signs, it's a good indication that she's ready for a kiss. 21. Sighs softly. Soft sighs can indicate relaxation and contentment, showing that she feels comfortable around you. These sighs can also be a sign of longing or anticipation. If she sighs softly when you're close, it's a subtle hint that she's thinking about a kiss. This behavior reveals her emotional state and her desire for a more intimate connection. By sighing softly, she's expressing her feelings in a quiet and understated way, indicating that she's ready for a kiss. Now that you know what goes through her mind, what's next for you? Discover the unmistakable signs she has a secret crush on you or learn what women do when hitting on a guy. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.